Hey everybody, welcome to Engineer's Life episode 22. I don't really have an outline for this episode. I kind of want to go over some of the progress I made, some of the different things I did, and I want to start by apologizing because, well, it's been a couple of days since I actually videotaped because, um, remember when I did that last episode and I kind of had a little bit of a cough and I was a little, wasn't quite up to par, so to speak. Yes, or 2 days ago, I went to see my grandfather against my better judgment because, I knew I was getting the flu, but, you know, no one goes to visit him, so figured I'd go and say hi, whatever, Long story short, um, I got a little bit worse, and it was whatever. I mean, I thought mostly it was like allergies, maybe like common cold stuff, so I was like, it's cool, whatever, no big deal. And then last night, it was like 60 or 70 degrees, so I was like, you know what, I am not going to spend all day playing Minecraft, sitting away in a dark room. I'm gonna go for a walk and get myself a beer. I don't care how I feel. I'm gonna go drink, enjoy the weather, go out, go to the quarry and look down over, where, you know, the the people work and just enjoy the day. Listen to some music, so on and so forth. So I did, and I got a headache, and I was like, you know what, whatever. I'm 2 miles away from the house walking, like walking distance. So I'm like, whatever, it's gonna happen. I'm fine, I'll make it. I always do. So I get to the end of the trail, and I'm still a little bit, I still have a little bit of a headache, and I'm like, you know what? I'm feeling a little better. Maybe it's because I was just sitting still, and I'm probably like halfway through my 40 ouncer, and I decided to take a road called Snake Road, and it's like it's pretty big hill, but there's no traffic. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take my time, take the harder way, stop by the cemetery, walk to the cemetery. It seems like when I keep moving, my symptoms subside a little bit. So I got, long story short, I walked all the way to the cemetery, walked all the way back to, well, I got most of the way back to the house, and then I just like my headache got a little bit worse, and I started getting like a really bad fever. So I ended up laying down, and like I got back to the house and I laid down, and I was watching some YouTube videos, and it just got worse and worse, and I couldn't even focus on the video. So I went and got an ice pack. I wrapped it in a towel and threw it on my head and laid down and tried to get back to watching videos because I didn't want to go to sleep already because it was like 8 o'clock, and I don't sleep at 8 o'clock, and so that's just how it is. And well, it just got so bad that I was like, that's it. I put the computer down and went to sleep, and that's just it. So now I'm feeling quite a bit better. I still have a little bit of a cough. I still feel a little weird, but I mean, I I want to progress through this pack, and I spent the last couple of days that I could actually play mining and taking care of the farms and stuff. Not really doing anything too progression based, except getting materials. I upgraded my armor. I took the bone core out and I made a lead core. That's why the armor bar is much higher. And I made 2 farms. And I ran some power different places. This is a fluid pipe. I made the water pump, which I don't think is an actual quest. So it's a fairly easy build. I put a sink on the one side because the sink is unlimited water. So it pulls in the water and it's taking the water down underneath there to 2 different machines, and it's taking the water up here to this guy. So this will have unlimited water to make beetroots and carrots, and that's just kind of what I went with right now. Um, I'll probably change that eventually. In here, I'm not sure what this was like when last episode, but I moved everything that wasn't this stuff down here. I made a bottler for, I can't remember why I made this. I made it to try to maybe mess with those tin containers or something to move water around. Maybe I don't remember why I made this, but I made a bottler. Um, at the end of last episode, we threw honeycombs in the centrifuge, which gave us the honey drops and the beeswax, and that'll give us a quest, I think. Maybe not. Um, the carpenter has a really cool recipe to make bogged earth. So I didn't run water to this one. I add water manually to this one. But it can make bogged earth. So I've been using that instead of doing it bucket by bucket. And I don't think I found a good use for the squeezer yet. But I also made this guy. This guy, for some reason, I don't like these pipes. Like, I don't know if it's just a visual thing or they actually break. Like, I don't really know, but I don't like it. Yeah, that's better. So, this thing, if you put something in here like specifically spruce leaves, gives you podzol. Because I was gonna go get I got a bunch of jungle leaves and tried to use it, but it wouldn't work. But if you use seeds, it gives you mycelium, and if you use any kind of cobblestone or stone, it'll give you the mossy version. So I've been using that to get mulch, and it's a good use for all the ridiculous amount of wheat I have. And the mulch is used in the recipe for the podzol. This doesn't take any power, which I had it all set up with power and stuff, and then I read it, it was like, oh, it doesn't take power, so yeah. It just needs to be in a dark area, that's why I showed out underneath the stairs here. And I changed this farm down here to be strictly peat and mushrooms, but I don't really know like how these grow. Like I threw these mushrooms in there, and I thought to get it started. But if I give it all the mushrooms I have to fill this whole thing up with mushrooms, I'm not gaining mushrooms. They're my mushrooms in the first place. So that's not how I want this to work. I want the mushrooms to grow and spread on their own. And this has been like, I had the mycelium here for a while. I just put the mushrooms in. So we'll have to kind of like see how that works over some time. I want to set up a way to extract the items, but for now, I think we're just going to have to go with it. Like, it's just going to have to be the way it is. If you make this pump, which it is the Immersive Engineering Fluid Pump, right here, it is iron plates, iron mechanical part, 3 things. It's real cheap, but when you set it up, it needs a redstone signal, or it will not work. So, and I think you can set it, like, above, like, right above the water, like, on the water block, and if it's an infinite source, I think it'll draw from that. I don't think you even need the sink, but this way it's guaranteed and the sink isn't expensive to make. So I went ahead and just used the sink. Anyways, as you can see, I have power ran through most corners of the room. Like this was used for this, but for some reason, like my power connection to this thing was gone. I'm not sure how I had it hooked up. Like so, I had to like run power. So I ran power from here. And I thought that would be good because then I'll already have it ran whenever I need it for over here. I want to work on the excavator, but I feel as if I'm not going to have enough time and probably not enough resources. Now, I did mine a ridiculous amount, but I gunned mostly for copper, and the copper I used probably a stack and a half, 2 stacks to make these here 2 farms I have here. So we're not doing too good on copper anyway, even though I went and did a bunch of mining. So I don't know if you can see it, but I tried mining over the different biome, and I tried like going down and then underneath the lake because I found a crap ton of copper at the bottom of the lake. So I thought if I went down far enough that I was just skimming the very basin, I might find more copper, which it seemed reasonable. Like I found a good amount of copper, but I don't know the best way of doing it. That's why I want to get the excavator. And one more thing to cover before we actually start doing something besides me rambling on. These things, I don't know if you knew it or not, but you have to refill these tanks. They actually consume the water, which is alright. I don't really care. I mean, it's fine, but I did not know that. So I went over and it wasn't working, and I was like, huh, that's wicked. I wonder what I'm going to do about that. Now, I had this thing running for probably 6 hours with all the different ores and junk and food I was cooking up, so I've been doing a lot of the grunt work while I've been kind of under the weather. So let's see. I did manage to get a couple of quests off camera. They're the real simple ones I didn't even know were quests. Like, I took honeycomb out of my thing and put it in the thingy. Gave me the solstice gift, which I think I did that on camera, but I didn't claim it. And then, like, I'll have to mine up the centrifuge and get that. I'm not sure what the solstice gift is, but then I got, Vanilla Food Pantry got, like, carrot from setting up the carrot farm. The apple, or pumpkin pie from from one of the food bags. So that's how I got that. I didn't make a pumpkin pie. I actually just got it by chance. And then I already had apple pies, so it gave me that as well. So, I didn't really do too much. I wasn't like ahead of everything, so I don't really know what I want to get into today. Like I said, I want to do the excavator, but I don't feel like I think I'm going to do it off camera, because if we're going to be completely honest with one another, as far as immersive engineering is concerned, there's not a lot of difference. It's just a whole crap ton of resources with a whole crap ton of blocks that you have to place in a very, specific pattern, and, have some major power source. So, I mean, as far as immersive engineering is concerned, it takes me an entire episode to build one machine, and it's basically the same as building every other machine. Like, in my opinion. I mean, there are some differences, but I mean, overall, I'm making stilt scaffolding, heavy engineering blocks, and I'm placing them all together in a pattern to make a machine that you guys, seen me make a million times now. So, I mean, that's what you're going to give me? A solstice gift? It's a freaking chicken? Great. So, that's kind of like how I feel about that. So I want to try to, like, get into some of the other things. Like, I want to specifically get into more of this agricultural expansion. I want to specifically get more into this. So I think we're going to go break our centrifuge and then put it back. I think that's going to be step one. I think we're going to do something food-wise. And, I did, while I was, still feeling kind of crappy, I went and, I don't remember which way it was. I think it was this way. Where's my waypoint? There it is. I found the end portal. And I looted the place, so I got if you notice anything weird that I got, like, capacitors or something, I looted from the end portal. So I finally found that. I'm gonna. Do you remember, like, I can't remember. I think it was my mod pack that I'm putting together that I'm taking a break from right now. I'm kind of thinking that I put I kind of think that's the one that I set up like a really cool ender portal room. Well, I'm gonna do that again with a waystone. So we're going to leave that for a surprise. I'm going to go build a big room around the ender portal and throw a waystone down. But I just wanted to find it for now. Now that I upgraded my armor, I feel fairly confident to start doing more adventure-y things, but I mean, I'm not sure what I want to try to do. I'm kind of afraid, like, to go to different portals, because I'm afraid it's going to, like, lag me out. So I've been trying to, like, figure out how exactly I want to go through that. And for right now, let's just, let's see, what did we just get? We got, like, 5 or 6 of these, right? We got 3, okay. So we got the centrifuge, bottle of enchanting, the honey drop, gives us a potion bag, and the yellow wax, which gives us another bottle of enchanting. Alright. So, I'm not sure how to... a mellow comb or dripping comb. So the different combs give you different things, but I want to learn how to actually get these different combs and different things, because it doesn't seem that a large amount of the stuff, like, the bees won't work. Like, I don't understand why the bees won't work. Even the ones from tropical climates don't want to work here. It says the climate's wrong, and I'm like, I got these from this jungle. Like, they lived in this jungle. What do you mean it doesn't work? So, I mean, I got to figure out that whole thing. So I want to grab We're going to take the Tropical Queen, because that's going to be like the closest thing that we could probably really use. What about a... let's take the common drone, I guess. I don't want to use anything too cool right now, because I'm afraid that this one's probably a pretty good one, because it's all, like, sparkly. But let's use these two and see what happens. It's the only tropical one I have left, because I keep dying, because I keep trying to use them, and they keep saying, like, oh, you can't do that. And I'm like, oh, well, you know, up yours, because I got them from this jungle. But, you know, that's just how the cookie crumbles. So, let's go and grab our portable analyzer thingy and see what we can do with this. So if we crack this open, and we throw this honey droplets in here, I'm just going to put 2 in there, because I don't want to, like, you know, waste everything. I want to make sure I can do what I want to do. Excuse me, sorry about that. So, when I watched a video on this, they try to get kind of an idea, and I'm imagining that this is kind of like alleles in biology. So I'm thinking like the active's like the dominant, and the inactive is like the recessive. So these are the dominant genes, these are the recessive genes. So if I get 2 bees with the same inactive gene, I'd have a 25% chance of getting that particular trait. But if I get 2 bees with the dominant traits, I will almost guarantee to get the dominant trait. So most things, unless you have 2 bees with the active trait or all the recessive traits being the same, you only get a 25% chance of getting a recessive trait. So this ain't a good example because everything's the same. It has a short lifespan, slower production, slowest pollination. You know, it's pretty much a piece of crap. Yeah. So, but that's good because I mean, it's the only one I have, but it's good that it's kind of crappy because I don't know what I'm doing. So I can, like, you know, doesn't matter as much as I lose it. Now, this one, it's still pretty much the same. Times 2 fertility, average none, yeah, like everything's the same. So if I take those out of here, now I should be able to see their traits just by holding shift now. Maybe not really. Shorter, slower worker, short, slower worker, yeah. So it doesn't tell you everything, but if I think if I stick them back in here, yeah, it'll tell me for free because I already checked it out. So it's going to be, can I do this? No, I can't do that. Sorry, man. All right. Let's go ahead and pop these in a hive and see if they'll actually work. And if not, see what we need to do to make them work. So we're going to do an actual apiary. We're not going to use the bee house because I don't want to. I think the apiary is better. So what does this do? I'm clicking. Click, 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 click. It's not doing anything. Alright. So the owner's me. Breed your bees. Crossbreeding drones and princesses of different species may net your offspring with new species. Alright. And then normal. There should be ways to change that, but let's see what happens. So it's telling me there's no flowers and it's too dry. It's too cold. It's too cold and dry for this bee in this thingy. So that's kind of a pain. And what flowers then? I have a bunch of different flowers. If they're not finding the right flowers. Okay, but I don't want to have to spread my hives out all over the freaking world. There's got to be a way to set this up that I know you can change it. Like, there's got to be a way to change it. So, excuse me. So it's too dry, and it's too cold. I don't know what I can do about that. Is there something different I can use? A meadow's fairly dry, and it's colder than a jungle. So let's Let's try a meadow princess. Do I have a meadow queen? I have a meadows queen. Let's take a meadow queen and a meadow drone. We'll put these guys back. And I don't want to do two of the same. So I want the meadow queen because it might actually work. And then what's another kind of dry? Well, I guess we'll use the common one, the one that we already analyzed. I just want to try to do one, like just one. That's it. I just want to get one started so I can learn more about it. No big deal. It seems like all my bees are crap, but I guess that's how you start out. Like I thought you have a chance to get like good ones, but I guess it's rare. So shorter, slowest, slower, flowers. Has 2 babies, average, and no effect. The jungle guys give you the effect of poison if you go near the hive, but you can make a bee suit for that, which I'm going to have to get the achievement sooner or later. So let's see what it says about this one. Not the right flowers. Oh wait, now it did stuff. Okay. So active species. I don't know what. I can't scroll. Why can't I scroll? Hang on a second. What? Turn up. Alright, hang on. Why do I need the light on? Oh, the hole. Like in the bedroom. Sorry about that. I had a sandwich. I got a sandwich. So this bar is going down pretty quick, so we're just gonna hurry up, throw this guy in there. And see what it does. I don't know what kind of sandwich this is. It kind of smells like bologna, but she knows I don't like bologna. It doesn't really taste like bologna, so I'm assuming that it is not bologna. Oh, do I need these things too? And honey? What if I do that? Alright, sorry, I'm trying to eat a sandwich while I do this. Let's see if I can make couple of these things. Kind of spicy. I think there's pepper jack cheese on there. What are they called? Forestry. I bet you I need to go to the carpenter and everything for this. I bet it's not going to be that easy. I'm just going to be able to craft these. I know there's certain ones you can only get from villagers. Frames. I can actually craft them. Cool. So it's a furnace with a piece of string. Cool. Alright. I'm just gonna go ahead and craft a bunch of them. Like I said, right now, junky stuff is fine as long as it works, right? Do they stack? They don't stack. Good enough. We'll just run with this because we're running out of time. Got interruption, but at least it was a good interruption. Food, I don't usually complain too much if it's food related. Let's we put 3 of those guys in there. Is that gonna do something more? Oh crap. Oh cool, okay. We're cool. I was like, no, what did I do? I broke it. Oh, so this thing, well, it shouldn't be, because I did analyze it, so it shouldn't be all question marks, right? Oh well, who knows? Let's just let that one play out. See what happens. Um, let's put all these screen things or tray frames away. Frames. Yeah, there's a nice little joke for you. I got framed. Get it? Get it? Frames, framed. Yeah, you would understand if you lived my life, but it's cool. Let's we'll just make all those. As you can see, I've been making a bunch of these too. I added a hopper so I can put 4 in at a time. The crappy Whopper hoppers. So that gets, 480 uses. It's not as good as the iron ones, but right now I've been saving all my resources for building giant, ridiculous machines. So before we end the episode, I want to do a little bit more in the kitchen. I want to get some of those things, some of those different tools, and then get these 2 done. Which I need iron nuggets, which I don't think I have any. I think I melted them all down because iron nuggets give me iron clumps. So I'm gonna need to get a piece of iron. Now you guys are probably like, wow, how did you get all these different resources? And like I said, I mined a whole ridiculous amount. But unfortunately, all I really got was, I didn't get any copper. So yeah, I mined a bunch, I have a ton of resources, but I don't have any copper. So that is a problem. Now we need 4 slabs, which I should have a bunch of those, to make these various devices. And that should give us another achievement. Let's go hang these guys up. I think we can put them like here. Yeah, I could put them right here. Kind of blends in, but it's fine. I probably won't actually use them, so it's not that big of a deal. Tell me it changed colors. What a piece of crap. Alright. Now, if I was die, what chest would I be in? Did I use them all? I used them all, didn't I? Oh, that's such a load of crap. And I can't get any unless I pulverize the... I think they were lilacs. So let's go ahead and take care of that. Can't have my kitchen 2 different colors. It's freaky. Don't ask me why I went with lilac. It's just like... And I don't even know if it's the right one. Like, I don't know if that's the right one or not, but... I think that's the flowers I ground up, because when I went out rose hunting, I found a bunch of lilacs and peonies, and they're I needed them both, or I didn't need them both, but I figured I might as well grab them while I was there. So now this opens up all these different foods. We got bread, soup, kebabs, potatoes, different breads, I guess. Okay, point in cases, we got a lot of different foods we can make, and I think we're gonna try to do what we. I think I'm gonna try to do these 3 here, and then just do the corresponding ones all together if we can. Now this episode, I'm probably not gonna do any food. Like this episode, I think is going to be too long. I don't know, maybe. I mean, right now we're kind of just drifting along, so. As you can see, I wanted to get into start doing the airship mod, but I really don't think we're going to do that mod. I don't really know. What if it's barbecue loaf? They sell this weird meat. I call it mystery meat. But it tastes like, they put it in barbecue sauce or something? Like they cure it in barbecue sauce? I think that's what it is. Sorry, I'm a big food fan. I like food. I could talk about food a lot. Actually, throughout my life, some of the things I wanted to do and be was I had a cross between a game warden and a chef. I know those are pretty different ideas, but I'm just a big fan of both things. Being out in the woods, protecting nature, making the world a better place for everybody, and cooking food are like my two loves. And not even so much cooking the food, eating the food, but cooking. If you're not a good cook, you shouldn't expect good food. So I made sure that throughout my life that I would acquire cooking skills. And that is one thing I am pretty proud of. The only thing that is devastating is I don't have my own kitchen to actually cook in anymore. And it's just kind of sad. So now I can't even use that skill. Tell you what, the world really knows how to limit you. You can't do this and can't do that all because of things other people say. Why can't I open my... There it is. So I don't know what to do here. So it pretty much sums up what I wanted to do. I mean, most of these other things are locked behind other things, which I can do a bunch of this stuff, but... like, how do I actually get a bucket of honey? So I gotta put 1,000 millibuckets of honey in the bottler to get a bucket of honey, and then what do I do with a bucket of honey then? Not much of anything, so just a waste. Well, what about this guy? Habitat Locator. Which is the thing it wanted me to make, right? 4 bronze and a redstone. Let's go ahead and do that one. Ingots? Do I have 4 bronze? I don't have 4 bronze. And I can't spare the copper right now. I'm not planning to make the excavator, so that's out of the question. Let's see. It's gotta be something we could do. I guess we could look into this, but I think this is kind of like a multiplayer thing. And I have no friends, so... so it doesn't really help me. And I don't want to waste the honey on that either. Not at the moment. So, I was looking into, I wanted to get into, the diesel generator to enhance power generation, but right now we're doing fairly good on power generation, so I was thinking that maybe we can, kind of go off in this direction and do the excavator and the core sampler and stuff, and the crusher, and see how much of a toll that takes on our power. And I guess whenever we get that done, we'll have the pump done already, so that's kind of cool. But I think I want to see what the excavator and the crusher does to our power system first, until we decide what we're going to do with this. I kind of believe that I can sustain the crusher right now, but I kind of think the excavator is going to destroy our power. That is my hypothesis? Yeah, that's my hypothesis. Let's see if we can make this core sampley thing. I should have most of the stuff already made. Okay, so the core sample needed 2 light engineering blocks, 3 fences, and I think I need more steel scaffolding. Which isn't a big deal, so I need more steel scaffolding eventually anyway. So, I need steel rods, which I need 3 of them, so that's pointless. So I need 3 steel ingots, 3 steel rods. We can at least make the core sampler. Then I think maybe we'll try to make a type of food, and then I think we'll probably call it the end of the episode. We'll take those steel ingots, and we'll take that for now. I don't really know What's the, so that'll give us 6 of those. We do this, and then we have a core sampler, which I'm not sure exactly how that works. I imagine we need... Oh. I imagine we need power for this, so we're gonna probably have that all set up next episode. That'll get us down to the excavator, which I'm gonna do off camera, because like I said, there isn't anything on here that I haven't already made, except steel sheet metal blocks, which is gonna be, you know, steel plates, probably in like a 4 pattern, a diamond pattern, and then the radiator block, which I'm not sure what is this. So I mean, you're not missing anything by me doing that off camera. So so yeah, we're gonna do that the easy, or the not time consuming way. Let's do some of the food if we can. Let's see what we have here. Why do I keep hitting the wrong buttons? Vanilla food pantry. So I don't think I want to go into the pies. I am kind of curious about these kebabs, though. I'm a big fan of kebabs in all the mod packs. I don't know why. I just like food on a stick is just kind of cool. Once had an alligator kebab. It was pretty awesome. So it has to be just a stick. Alright. So I happen to have some squid. You can go ahead and cook those up real quick. Now we need some sticks. We'll just grab a stack, because I'm pretty sure a lot of the other kebabs, I need to cut them into kebab skewers. Like, this is the only one that doesn't do that, for whatever reason. So do that. And it should give us all the recipes. So let's see, our kebab? Uncooked kebab? What is this? It's not right. Roasted squid. You know what? Maybe I need the bits of salt first. So there is no bits of salt? Like, what's going on here? There's bits of salt right there. What the crap? Alright, so maybe we'll do this one manually. Maybe because it's from a different mod, it isn't recognizing it. Shabam. Got some... I was gonna say, yeah, it would be calamari, right? Like, where the heck did that go? Isn't there supposed to be more squid in there? What did it do with my squid? I am genuinely concerned that the stove ate my squid. I'm actually kind of certain that there was stuff in there for something else too. I cooked something else in there at one point, and now it's just gone. Oh well. So we got 8 squid kebabs, and let's see. That should give us the achievement, and claim that up. And go back, and we can grab these 2 kebabs. Give me the veggie kebab twice, huh? I think this is an uncooked one, in which that's kind of annoying, but We can make an uncooked one real quick. At least we should be able to anyway. Fruit. I know I should have everything for this, aside from the skewers. Alright, so let's do this, and I think this. This? Okay, there we go. We'll just, do that, and we'll throw in those guys. And let's see, can we do a fruit kebab now? Fruit? We can. Alright. So I just want to do one. Or two, I guess. And so it takes into consideration what I have in my inventory as well. That's kind of cool. Keep that in mind. So that should give us the fruit kebab one. And I think that's good enough for this episode. Yeah, I think we'll crank out a whole bunch more of the kebabs. It's probably a good way of going. I think I went and got jars of sand so I could do the different flatbread thing. Flatbread is a jar of sand and dough, which I don't think that's how they really make it. But I guess some flatbreads that I've eaten kind of taste that way. So, I mean, I guess we'll just have to find out. But I'm going to let you guys go. For now, I'm feeling significantly better for now. Hopefully it stays that way, but who really knows? I mean, I blame a lot of it on negativity in my life. But who knows? It could just be... It's either a cataclysmic negativity or a common cold. One of the two. So, we'll find out. And next time we chime into this, I should have the excavator and maybe the crusher. Like I said, I might do another machine or two on camera, but I'm not going to do every one of those machines on camera. It irritates me to try to build them, and it takes a really long time to craft all the materials. So, I mean, I think I'm going to do a lot of the immersive engineering kind of off camera, but I think I'll build one or two more on camera so you guys can, like, you know, still see how it's done, but I don't want to, like... I mean, it takes pretty much an entire episode to make one machine. I mean, the squeezer and the distiller, or the squeezer and the fermenter, I could do those in one episode because both of those machines are really small. The lightning rod, the crusher, and like the excavator is going to be significantly larger. So, excuse me. We'll just see how it all goes. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.